Hey there, this is Ron. Are you looking for a way to streamline your sales workflow, manage leads very efficiently, and close deal faster? Welcome to Close CRM, the ultimate sales platform designed to help businesses automate repeated tasks, track customers' interaction, and optimize their sales pipeline. Whether you're a small business owner, sales manager, or part of a growing sales team, Close CRM provide all the tools you need to stay organized. Right? So first of all, they have to just go to Google, click on this first link here, right? And let's go and check the pricing because it's going to play a major role. Monthly is slightly expensive than annual. It provides you four basic plan. This is one, the base, the startup, professional, enterprise. You can come to the website or you can compare all by yourself by pausing the video here. Now let's go and click on try for free. You can click on try for free for any of the plan which you want to go. I will use, as you can see here, it is 14 days free trial, no credit card required. I will use my Google account to make an account. Click on it, select here, click on continue. By the way, you can also use a normal email address if the Google account is not working. Now we have to connect our inbox, so you can just use a Microsoft or with the Google. So let's connect our inbox here. I will simply just go and click on continue, connect. I have to give the access and click on continue. Then you have to enter your phone number. How do you hear about us? You can just write FilexYT. What's your role on the team? It is regarding marketing. Even though if you choose any other option, it's fine because the interface, the dashboard is not going to change. How do you plan to use Close during your free trial? Just exploring, right? What channel do you currently use or plan on using to communicate? I use email, I use meeting, calls. In fact, I use everything here. Please specify. So I use a LinkedIn, or let's say I use a Slack here. Click on continue. Now here you have to fill the basic company details. So I'll just write here Filex, express the website name, the industry, right? So here I'm just going to use a business software. How big is a team? It is around very less, and just enter your website name here and click on continue. Do you use a CRM? You can choose any of the option. Where do you store and track your leads? Right, my email, and I can just go and click on continue. We found some potential lead here. You can choose some of this option and you can just go and click on finish setup. Now for those who don't know, what is Close CRM is a comprehensive sales platform designed to help businesses manage their sales pipeline very efficiently. It provides you all the options which I'm going to talk about and discuss at the same time. It provides you lead management, building, calling and emailing, automation, sales pipeline and reporting tools, and there's so many things, right? You can access from anywhere because it is a cloud based. It's a beginner friendly and trusted by companies like HubSpot, Shopify and Salesforce. Now on the left side you will see this is just the account we made. You can import the data if you use any other CRM tool here. On the left side you will find some of this option which we'll talk here. Now this is the basic dashboard. If you just go to your get started, now it will ask you to set up your account. For example, add a phone number, migrate from a CRM, right? You can import your leads and all this stuff here. If you need any help, you can just go and click on contact us. Right on the top right side corner you can allow microphone access, so you can just do a calling directly from Close CRM. So you don't need to use or juggle between different softwares or communication applications. On the top right, this is generally you can contact the support team, support center, and some of the keyboard shortcut you will find directly from here. Now let's move to the main stuff here. So on the left side you find the getting started. This is an inbox. The inbox will show you each and every email because I just connected my Google account, Gmail inbox, while making an account here. So you can see here these are some of this primary email. Automatically the inbox separate the spam emails and the important emails, right? And if you receive any kind of call, you can just get it here, but for it you need to connect your mobile number, as you can see here, right? Now let's go to the inbox. Now this is regarding the SMS and this is a task. So we can create a task. I will show you up, and this is a reminder. So this is very personalized. Even though if you give access of your account or give access of very important things, let's say you give access leads to your lead manager, then they cannot access the inbox and other features here. They can only access the lead, right? So the inbox is pretty much just for you because you have connected it your email. So you will find only your inboxes and emails here, right? You can simply just go and click on access one of the email here. You can call them, you can email them, right? Pretty easy to do. You can also schedule a meeting directly from here, right? So this is pretty nice. Now you can see here this is done. So this is an example. Now let's say you have sent an email, so this opportunity is scheduled to close the deal and hit snooze, right? So this is just an example, by the way. Now this is for the future, so you can just convert your email into future if you think that this is a good deal. Right now, here comes the opportunities. Inside the opportunities, you will find two options: pipeline and list. Now you can simply call this as a pipeline for your lead, right? So before going to the opportunities, let's go and click on lead, because I will show you how you can create a lead. And after that, we will come back to the opportunities section here, right? So you can just go to the lead section. You can click on this plus icon to create a lead, right? So it's really important because your this is very important, and here's how you can do this. So let's say I'll just write here company name. Let's say I got a lead from a Google, right? And let's say it is the contact person is Stephen. I can even import the leads directly from here. Now you can just go and click on a create lead. Now automatically this something like this will open up. Now you can add the address of that person, of that company. You can add the URL, description, and everything. Now let's say just to close this deal, you need to complete some task and you need to assign some tasks to your team member. So you can simply call this up. Let's say this is a follow-up, right? Now you can assign, so you can give access some of this team member. You can assign them. Let's say I want to assign this to Anil. Now I want to Anil to call on 26th of April, that is today, or let's say tomorrow is Sunday, so let's say call on 28th, right? And this is time here, and Anil should call Stephen at 10 in the morning, and just go and click on create task, right? So you can just go and click on more task here. Now this is opportunities. I will show you how you can identify and keep track of deals. Right now this is a estimate close, so if you have any idea, oh, how much time it will take to close this deal, you can just write it here, right? Now let's say this is opportunities, so you can just write the amount, right? For example, let's say this deal is around for $50,000, and this is a annually, and that is a recurring, right? So I can just put it here annually, right? Now here the sales process is exactly, for example, you can select these steps here. So right now there's only no show because we haven't done any kind of proposal. You can select the confidence. For example, confidence comes from your side. If you're really confident, oh, we can close this deal because we know how this works out, right? Now you can assign the people, you can add the contact. So the contact person is a Stephen. You can add note here, you can upload files and documents related to this deal. Same goes for this is a field, so you can add a new field here. Now let's say if this is regarding a product, there's a start date, agreement link, and so many stuff, right? You can see all these options from here. Now everything is saved. Just go and click on save and make sure you save if you do any kind of changes here, right? Now in this way you can just add a lead. By the way, beside the deals you will find a new section which is called files. So whenever you upload a file, will show up here. Now let's say there is something, I mean this on the right panel, you will see all these activities which is happening. For example, I created a lead manually. Let's say Anil, whom the task has been assigned, if he called to somebody, I mean if he called to Stephen, then automatically it will add it as a history. Right now this is a conversation, so if you do any kind of conversation, will be shown up here. Now this is a note and summary, so you can just create a summary. You can create activity which match the current view criteria. So click on create and here it will show up, right? Now you can just add the notes. So this note will not be publicized to the Stephen. You can just only you can access, or only your team can access. Now this is activities. You can select here, you can create your own. Right now this is how you can create a lead, and automatically it will show up here. Let's say for example this is Google, right? It has been added. Let me show you some of the deals here. Let's say this is one of the company here, and right, and these are the exact process how we have gone through. So for example, we have sent an email regarding this and all this stuff here, so automatically we are able to add it, right? So this lead got automatically added once I connected my Google account. Now all the leads will show up here and you can just take it. Now let's get back to the opportunities. Now here the pipeline. So did you notice one thing? Once I added a lead, automatically it has been added in the pipeline. Why it got added in the pipeline? Because I've added in the status that it is a no-show. So this is opportunity, right? For example, let's say I can even just go and click on this edit icon and I can change the status directly from here. But let's say, for example, this sales process demo book, right? This is a second step. This is a demo completed. Now I can just move to a demo, right? And just go and click on save. Automatically it will move to here. As you can see here, the value got changed, right? So in this way, you can simply click and hold and you can drag it, right? Automatically it get changed. For example, I can just go and click on here, it get automatically change the status, right? So pretty easy, nothing very special here. Now what just happened? So this is a pipeline. Now what is a pipeline? So for those who don't know what is a pipeline, it's a stage, it's a process one by one where a normal deal, where it goes through the under process, and once it get converted to deal won or deal lose, right? So you're having in between a lot of things. For example, let's say you are selling a SaaS product, right? So I'm selling a SaaS product here. So first of all, I will just contact through them email, and once they are interested, I will book a demo. Once the demo is completed, and if they really like the SaaS, then obviously they will negotiate the price once the negotiation done, right? So once the negotiation is done, they will send me a contract, right? And so this is how, that's the exact process. And once the contract is done, then this is how a lead is converted into sale. Now this is a list, so let it just open. Okay, let's take a second here. Now you can see here the list gives you some of these options. For example, this is opportunity. So it's the same information, right? It is the same information what is showing up here. It's just showing, I mean, this is in the Kanban board, but in the list, it will show you in the list view, right? So this is the opportunities, this is a need, close date and everything here, the confidence and everything. So it will show you some of the data where you cannot find it over the pipeline, or you just cannot watch it from there. So the list is very important because you can segregate, and you can use the filters, you can export the data directly from here. And let's say I want to check the lead which is only assigned to Anil, so I will just go and select on here, and it will show up like this. Now just show me all the won list or the lost list, right, or the won deals or whatever it is. So I can just filter it out and I can exactly find it, right? I can even just go and click on it. I can find all this information here. What is the activity, what's the exact process, and what's the document got shared, and everything directly from here, right? So this is really cool and this is really nice. Now this is a contact. So do you notice one thing? This is a Stephen which we just added right now. So contact is something once you add a detail about a company or a individual person who is working on any company here, automatically that person information will be added, right? So I can just go and check out, and the address, the email address, by the way, this is a demo account, no such information is true here. This is just for sake for the tutorial, right? You will find all this information, and on which deal we are talking, on which deal we are negotiating, and all this stuff you will able to find it, right? And so you don't have to fill up by this yourself, because automatically all this information get added. For example, this is Stephen, so we got an opportunity of $50,000 from the Google, right? So once I move to the sales process to the demo complete, so this is how it show up, right? So this is activity, I cannot delete it, and this is really important. Now I can use the AI to summarize the lead. So let's say this is really long information, but I want, by using the AI, to just give me a very short information of what is happening. So you can see here, Charlotte began our trial on April 16 with a contract sent of this amount, that is $5,000, and it's a subscription expected to close by May 5. Now VP of sales, right? So you can just check this out and you will get a brief answer, so you don't need to read all this information and track by yourself. Now the workflow is really important here, and Close CRM also offers this powerful automation tool to streamline repetitive tasks, the monotonous tasks where you have to do manually and there's no need of it, right? Now what it is, for example, assign a new lead plus call example. So you can see here. Okay, let me show you how you can just create it. That will be much more easy. On the top right, you will see an option of new workflow. You can add tasks like follow up or reminders to your calendar. So first of all, we have to set a trigger point. So add trigger point. Let's say this is a lead. So once I get a lead, right? And let's say once I get a lead and click on done here, I can just add the next step, that once I receive a lead, urgently a email should go to that lead, to that person, right? So this is a template. So this is a cold outreach. Can I say, send you an idea, right? So this is a email. This is a brief. Automatically that person name will be added. Hi, I'm with the organization name. You can always edit the template if you want, right? You can customize it depending on however you want. Now click on done. So this is a workflow, right? Now I can just go and click on activate, right? By the way, you can just extend it more. After the email, you can send SMS or assign user, whatever it is, right? But just for the sake for the tutorial, I will use this. So whenever a lead is added, a email should send automatically get sent to that specific person or company. Now click on activate here. Now just write the workflow name. So I will just write here cold outreach. Now click on activate. Now this is how it works basically, and now automatically it will give you all the data. So you don't have to, this makes your work really fast and saves you a lot of time, because you don't have to have a conversation or send an email to that specific person, or you don't need to assign to a specific team member to use their time, right? So this is pretty easy. Now this is a conversation. Now what is a conversation basically? So it is also the one of the most close CRM standard feature, is a built-in calling and emailing tool. I've already gave you a brief from the inbox here, but this is a conversation. So if you do any kind of conversation, this is a history section. So inside the history section, it will show you everything, right? And it record your call, and you can just see this is a summary by using the AI. You can even listen to the exact call here, right? And you can see here, this is blue color represents Sam, and the the purple color represents Sam, and the below blue color represents Emily. So you can find it who have had the most longer conversation during entire the call, and you can read it. It will give you entire summary. So this is really powerful tool and a really good one. Now we can just go and click on live call, and you can do live call directly from here. You can set the meeting, so you don't need to juggle between your calling, or whatever you're using for the calling, Zoom or whatever it is, right? So you just don't need to do this. Now I hope you understood till here. Now there's a very important thing, that is a report. Finally, Close CRM provides powerful reporting tool to help you analyze performance and make data-driven decisions. You can track metrics, you can monitor leads, conversion rates, sales, pipeline, health, and team activity. You can create report on sales performance, revenue, forecast, and there's a lot more. You can export reports in PDF or Excel formats for presentation or audit. Use insights to optimize workflow, pricing, and growth strategies. Right, you can see here all the leads which you just create are shown up here. Outbound, right? All the calls and what's the exact duration of calls. So I can just go and click on it, and it will show me all the leads here, right? You can see. And let's say this is the opportunities. I will just go and click on here, so it will show me where this opportunity is coming from, right? So pretty important, because this tool help you to stay informed, and it's you can use as insights to optimize workflow, pricing, and growth strategies. As well as you can just use this, for example, activity comparison. There's a funnel comparison, right? There's a status changes and explore, so you can just explore more and more inside the reports, and it will give you exact what is happening inside your dashboard. Right, so this were the very important things which I've already explained. This is called Smart View. So you can just create a lead, right? Hot lead, a cold lead, right? So you can just, the Smart View is pretty much useful, and it's completely up to your use case. You can create it. For example, there are some of the clients which is a red flag opportunities. You can just put it here, right? Now this is a lead to nurture, so you can create a lead and send it here, right? So you can just make a different kind of a group for very specific set of leads, right? And you can just customize it, view all, save view, and you will find it here. Now by the way, there's an integration tab too. So what is an integration? So you can integrate with different third-party application, and this is really useful. For example, just for the meeting, I use Zoom. So I can integrate Zoom here, and for I just need to go to click on Zoom, and it will give me another option too. For example, do you want to connect Google or something? So I just want to go with Zoom here, right? And I will just use my email and password, and in this way I will able to connect. So it will show me inside the conversation, it will show me I can use Zoom for the all the call meetings, and I can schedule the meetings directly from here. So I hope you understood each and every part of this video. This was a complete step-by-step guide. to streamlining your sales workforce with Close CRM. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe.